Hello everyone, and welcome back to Smart English Talk. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. We are so happy you've chosen to learn English with us today.
So Jack, I spent the morning preparing some notes, and I had a bit of a flashback to my school days. It made me realize we need to talk about a universal topic, studying and homework.
Ah, yes, homework. It's something students can never escape, whether you're learning English, math, or history. It's a huge part of daily life, so learning how to talk about it naturally is super important.
Exactly. We're going to give you all the key vocabulary, grammar tips, and phrases you need to chat about your study life, whether you're talking to a classmate or your teacher.
But first, just a quick friendly reminder, if you enjoy our episodes, please hit that like button. Share this with a friend who's also learning English, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future talks.
Let's start with the basics. We have a few key phrases that might sound similar, but have slightly different meanings.
The most common one is do homework. This is the general action of completing assignments given by your teacher. Example, I need to do homework for 2 hours after school today.
Once you finish it, you need to hand in homework. That means to submit it or give it to the teacher. Example, don't forget to hand in your homework before the deadline.
Next, when you prepare for an exam, you revise for a test, or in American English, review for a test. This means looking over notes and materials to prepare. Example, I have to revise for a test in chemistry all weekend.
And while you are revising or listening to a lecture, it's helpful to take notes. You write down important points to help you remember later. Example, when I listen to podcasts, I always take notes on new vocabulary.
Sometimes you feel distracted. The opposite of being distracted is to focus. This means giving all your attention to the task. Example, I can only focus if the room is completely quiet.
When you have a really big assignment, you might have to do research. This means going to the library or searching the internet to find information. Example, for my history paper, I spent all afternoon doing research online.
And finally, when you work with others, you are completing a group project. Example, we have a group project for English class,
focus.
And we need to meet.
Present simple for study routines.
So Emma, just like with daily chores, when we talk about how we study, we're talking about our habits and routines. What tense is perfect for that?
The present simple tense. It's your best friend for routines. Remember, I, you, we, they use the base verb, and he, she, it use the verb plus an S.
Let's look at the 3 forms using our new study words.
Affirmative, positive sentences. We use this to state our habits clearly. I usually study in the evening. My routine is in the evening. She focuses better in the morning. She, so we add an S to focus.
My classmates hand in their homework on time. He does research at the library every week.
Negative sentences. To talk about things we don't do, we use don't or doesn't. The main verb always stays in its simple form after do or does. I don't do my homework right after dinner. He doesn't revise the night before the exam.
Questions. To ask about someone else's habits, we start with do or does. Do you study alone or with friends? Does your sister take notes during class?
Many dialogue. Our study lives.
So, Emma, what's your study routine like now?
Well, I still follow some old habits. I always take notes when I'm learning something new. I really can't focus if I don't write things down. What about you? Do you study late at night or are you an early bird?
I am not an early bird. I always study late, sometimes until midnight. I find the house is quieter then, but I always struggle to focus after 10 p.m.
Ah, you're trying to burn the midnight oil. That's a great phrase for studying late. You know, I actually prefer to do research first and then I write the paper. I don't start writing until I have all my information.
That's smart. I sometimes feel so overwhelmed by a group project. I worry about who will hand in the homework and if everyone did their part.
I understand. When I feel overwhelmed, I always say to myself, I need to take a study break. Speaking of which, let's talk about some essential phrases. These phrases are perfect for when you are talking to teachers or classmates. I'm preparing for an exam. This is a little more formal than revising for a test and shows you are busy studying for something important. For example, sorry, I can't go out tonight. I'm preparing for an exam all week.
I'm stuck on this question. If you're stuck, it means you can't move forward. You don't know the answer or the solution. It's a very natural way to ask for help. For example, can you help me? I'm stuck on this question about grammar.
Let's take a study break. A break is a rest. If you've been studying hard for an hour, you need a 5 or 10-minute rest. This is a great way to suggest pausing the work. For example, my brain hurts. Let's take a study break and get some coffee.
Okay, listeners, it's your turn to practice. We want you to answer these 3 questions out loud or write them down using the present simple and some of the phrases we learned today.
Question 1. When do you usually study or do homework? Start with I usually.
Question 2. What subject do you find hardest to revise for? Use I find hardest.
Question 3. Do you prefer studying at home or in the library? Use I prefer studying.
Confidence.
That brings us to the end of another Smart English Talk. We covered 7 great vocabulary items like do research and hand in homework.
And we practiced the present simple for talking about all your regular study habits.
We want to hear from you in the comments. Tell us, when do you usually do your homework? Use one of the new phrases you learned today.
Thank you so much for learning with us. Keep practicing your English every single day.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you next time for more Smart English Talk. Bye!
Bye, everyone.